Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This video right here is basically a public service announcement from the podcast. We've been having an interesting discussion over on the podcast Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, the link is right there in the videos. Great group. Come on in. It's certainly not me talking, man. It's all the people who are much more knowledgeable than me that are discussing these things. The discussion that we were having was wrapped around Metamask. Metamask is collecting your IPs right now, and there was an article that was linked up. It has the typical amount of sensationalism and very little research. It actually goes into a sensationalist type of article. I love them. I love these things. I love clicks. I love just I do what I do for money. Uh, this one was there were some holes in it, so we just thought we would take a few minutes here and clear the record. MetaMask is not the one that's collecting your IP. Infura API is what is collecting the IP addresses, and it has nothing to do with MetaMask itself. Now, MetaMask was updating their privacy statements. They were releasing it, and they did disclose it. Infura API is ones that are pulling these, but it's not MetaMask. Now, there's a lot of things that we can discuss on this particular one. One, your IP is always logged, regardless of what wallet you're using. Your IP is logged. If you don't believe me, try to go to DYDX. If you're in the US, you cannot use DYDX. So if you're not behind a VPN, they know who you are. They know where you are. They know where the signal's coming from, and you can't use DYDX. Doesn't matter what kind of wallet you use, whether it be MetaMask or XDeFi. So they're always logged anyway. But in this case, what is Infura API going to be doing with those IP addresses? That's maybe a different discussion. Now, when you signed up for your MetaMask, you didn't provide them personal information. You didn't give them the who, what, when, or why, or how. If you did, that's I don't even know where you'd sign up for that. Who you would go through before they would ask you for an email address, because it's a hot wallet, man. It's a seed phrase. It doesn't work that way. But in this case, if you did, it's kind of like Kepler's got that little glaring hole. Log in with Google. If you did that, stop, back, go sign up with a new one, add a new account, create a new hot wallet, and don't sign in with Google. If you did sign in with Google on your Kepler wallet, you're vulnerable. But let's let me tail this back around, because this is a PSA. I don't want to get too far afield, even though I already did. It's your IPs are always tracked. Now, there's a couple ways around that. Of course, you can use a VPN. They're more, they're questionable anyway, but just to make sure that the podcast folks are taken care of, if this is a huge concern for you, we're going to be setting up a VPN server on a cache. And it's my time, my dime. If you're that paranoid about it, go ahead and use it. I think we're going to be using DVPN. And we're just I'll pay for the server. We'll stand it up. Everybody knock yourself out. It's free. Doesn't cost us nothing. It's so cheap doing it over there. So I don't mind if I pay $4 a month and everybody can have VPN access. So we're more than happy to provide that one. But that's one way around it. And the other way is pay attention on your MetaMask wallet. I have lots of wallets, but pay attention on your MetaMask wallet what network you're actually connected to, because the only way that the Infura API is going to be logging this is if you're on the Ethereum network, Ethereum mainnet. Now, I use mine primarily for Evmos, so doesn't really affect me anyway. But there's several different ways you can go. I mean, if you're going through Avalanche, it's not logging you. If you're going through Polygon, it's not logging you. If you're going through anything else, it's not logging you. But if you are through Ethereum mainnet, and then in this case it is Infura, and Infura is going to be they're going to be logging it. Now, what are they going to do with that? That's probably the better question. That doesn't seem to be asked. It's just the idea that it's happening that people are kind of up in arms. I don't use Ethereum that much. So in this case, I'm kind of indifferent. If I am going to be going over there, I'll be behind a VPN. They can log whatever the hell they want. But anyway, I just wanted to clear the record on this a little bit, because I know a lot of our guys are up in arms. We have to go somewhere else. We have to use something else. And ultimately, look, man, if you're that concerned, XDeFi, it's an excellent wallet. It does everything that it does pretty much everything that MetaMask does. So if you're that concerned, switch over to XDeFi. You're going to have to roll funds and do all of that other fun stuff. But again, this is another path for you if you're that concerned about it. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for this public service announcement from the podcasts. It's not actually MetaMask that's doing it, so we just wanted to clear the record. That's all we got on this one. Questions, comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I answer any and all, and until next time, please stay safe. Please be smart with your money. Cheers.